This is not theory. This is not feel-good talk. This is war, a war against your own limitations. Step 1, decide with absolute clarity what you want. Not a vague dream, a specific measurable target that will electrify you every morning. Step 2, build a plan that breaks that target into monthly, weekly, and daily actions. If it's not written, it's not real. Step 3, work your plan every single day with ruthless discipline. No days off for excuses. No waiting for motivation. You move whether you feel like it or not. Step 4, guard your mind like a fortress. Negativity, doubt, and fear are enemies. Banish them. Speak only words that build your strength. Step 5, persist until the wall cracks. Most people quit at the edge of success. You will press harder. You will endure. You will break through. Step 6, control your environment. Surround yourself with winners, ideas, and energy that feed your growth. Cut out every anchor holding you back. Step 7, measure your progress daily. Know exactly where you stand. Make adjustments instantly. 6 months of this focus will compress years of growth into half a year. And finally, believe before the results appear. Faith is the fuel when results are not yet visible. 6 months from now, the person you are today will be unrecognizable. But it starts now. Decide, commit, act. The clock is ticking. If you don't know where you're going, you will be pulled in 1,000 meaningless directions until the year is gone and you have nothing to show for it. Your life changes the very moment you make a decision so precise, so definite, that every fiber of your being is locked onto it. That is your definiteness of purpose. And without it, you are powerless. Your mind is like a guided missile. It only becomes deadly accurate when it has a target. Without a target, you wander, you hope, you wish, you complain, and another year passes. But when you set a clear, measurable goal, when you know exactly what you're building, every decision becomes obvious. You no longer have to guess. You no longer waste energy on distractions. You have one outcome, and every action either moves you toward it or away from it. For the next 6 months, you will pick a target so important, so meaningful, that the thought of failing will make your stomach twist. This is not a casual "I'd like to," this is a must. A burning obsession. Something you think about from the moment you wake up until you go to sleep. Because without obsession, you will fold the first time things get hard. And they will get hard. Once your target is set, you will break it down into an exact plan. Not a wish list. Not "I'll try my best." A plan that says exactly what you will do every single day. 6 months sounds long, but it's nothing. Blink and it's gone. That means every day is a piece of gold you cannot afford to drop. Every day lost is gone forever. You will attack your plan with ruthless discipline. This means no negotiation with yourself. No, "I'll do it tomorrow." Tomorrow doesn't exist. You will operate on the principle that if it's on the plan, it gets done today, no excuses. Guard your mind like your life depends on it, because it does. Negative thoughts are poison. Doubt is a thief. Fear is a liar. The moment you allow them in, they will choke your belief and kill your momentum. Replace them with certainty, with words and thoughts that feed your strength. You must speak your goal into existence until it becomes real in your mind, long before it becomes real in your life. And here's the part most people will never understand. You must persist until the wall breaks. Most will stop when things get hard. They will call it impossible and quit. That's why they stay where they are. But you will keep going. You will hammer away day after day until the obstacle shatters. The wall is not there to stop you. It's there to find out who is willing to keep hitting it long enough to break through. Control your environment with precision. If you are surrounded by people who waste their time, you will waste yours. If your days are filled with noise and negativity, your mind will be filled with doubt. You will build a circle that lifts you, challenges you, and fuels you. Anything or anyone that pulls you backward will be cut out. 6 months is too short to carry dead weight. Track your progress daily. At the end of every day, ask, did I move closer to my goal or further away? Be brutally honest. If you are behind, adjust immediately. Small course corrections done daily prevent massive failures down the road. And above all, you must have unshakable faith in yourself and your plan. Not blind hope, faith built from action. Every day you follow through, your belief grows stronger. You don't wait for results to believe, you believe and the results come. That is how every great achievement is born. 6 months from now, you will not recognize yourself. Your energy will be different. Your confidence will be unshakable. You will look back and wonder how you ever tolerated the old version of you. But that transformation will not happen by accident. It will not happen because you wished for it. It will happen because you decided right now that you are done drifting. You are done wasting time. You are done living below your potential. The clock is ticking. Your life is not waiting. Pick your goal, build your plan, or work your plan, and do it without compromise, without hesitation, without excuse. Because 6 months from now, you will either have the life you want or a list of reasons why you don't. And the difference between the two is what you do the moment you leave this room. So make the decision, lock onto the target, and move with every ounce of your focus, every ounce of your energy, and every second you have left. The next 6 months can be the turning point of your entire life, but only if you start now. If your goal doesn't set your soul on fire, you will never survive the storms that come between you and its achievement. Comfort will beat you, or doubt will eat you alive, and every obstacle will look like a wall too high to climb. But when you have a burning desire, a need so deep it feels like oxygen, nothing can stop you. Desire is not wanting. It's not a passing thought. It's a relentless, consuming force that keeps you moving when every part of your body and mind is screaming to quit. For the next 6 months, you must find that fire or nothing else I say will matter. Without it, every plan is just ink on paper. With it, even the most impossible goals become inevitable. Burning desire is what drags you out of bed before the sun rises. It's what keeps you working when the rest of the world is asleep. It's what turns someday into today. Without it, you will stall the moment the first setback hits. With it, you will see every setback as just another step forward. You must build this desire until it consumes you. That means stop treating your dreams like hobbies. Stop saying it would be nice and start saying it must happen. People without urgency are always waiting for the right time, for the right mood, for the right opportunity. And while they wait, the clock keeps moving, their life keeps slipping, and nothing changes. Burning desire doesn't wait for permission. It demands action now. You have 6 months. That's 182 days. Every single one is a match you can strike or let burn out. You need to wake up each day with the pressure of knowing that this is a limited window to change your life forever. Treat each day like a chance you'll never get again. And when desire burns hot enough, there is no later, there is only now. Here's the truth. There will be days you hate the process, days when you're exhausted, days when your results are invisible and quitting looks easy, and that's exactly when burning desire proves its worth. Ordinary goals can't survive those moments. They crumble under frustration. But burning desire doesn't care about the pain. It's too obsessed with the outcome to give up. It doesn't negotiate with excuses. It doesn't need applause. It doesn't stop to rest because the mission is not complete. You have to feed this fire daily. That means immersing yourself in your vision. Think about it when you wake up. Picture it in vivid detail before you sleep. Talk about it. Write it down. Read it every morning until it's etched into your mind so deep that even fear can't erase it. Burning desire is not automatic. It's built, strengthened, and protected through daily focus. If you let distractions, laziness, or doubt take root, your fire will weaken. And when it weakens, everything collapses. The people around you will not understand. They will call you obsessed, intense, even crazy. Let them. They are not supposed to understand. They don't see the vision you see. They don't feel the fire you feel. And they don't have to, because it's not their life, it's yours. Your burning desire is not up for debate. It's the reason you will win while they watch. 6 months from now, you will be one of two people, the one who still talks about what they want, or the one who went after it with everything they had and now lives it. The difference is desire. Weak desire produces weak action. Burning desire produces unstoppable action. It makes you resourceful. It makes you creative. It makes you push when logic says stop. And that's exactly how people achieve results others call impossible. You must protect this fire like your life depends on it, because your future does. That means eliminating anything that dims it. Negative people, wasted time, meaningless distractions. 6 months is short. You can't afford to lose even a day to things that don't serve your mission. Guard your focus. Guard your energy. Guard your belief. Every great success story begins with a moment when someone said, "I will have this, no matter what it takes. Not I'll try, not I hope, but I will." That's the declaration you need to make today, and back it up with action every single day for the next 182 days. That's what burning desire looks like in practice. It's not shouting your goal once and waiting. It's proving it in sweat, in hours, in sacrifice, over and over until it becomes reality. Burning desire doesn't care about how many times you fail, because it already sees the end result. It doesn't stop when you're tired, because it knows that the only finish line is victory. If you hold that fire for 6 months straight, without letting it fade, without letting it be smothered by comfort or doubt, you will be unrecognizable by the time this is over. The only question now is whether you're willing to feed the fire or let it die. 6 months. That's all you have. That's all you need. Decide today that your desire will be the hottest it has ever been. So hot that nothing can put it out, not pain, not fear, not failure. This is your moment. Strike the match, light the fire, and don't stop until you burn your way to the life you want. Vague goals produce vague results. If you can't describe exactly what you need to do today, you're already losing. Success is not built on trying, hoping, or seeing how it goes. It's built on a precise plan, a blueprint so clear that the only thing left to do is follow it with ruthless execution. Without it, your 6 months will vanish into scattered effort and missed opportunities. With it, you compress years of progress into half a year. A precise plan turns dreams into a map. It breaks the impossible into steps you can take now, today, this hour. Most people fail not because they lack ambition, but because their ambition has no structure. They say they want success, but their daily actions are random. They want to lose weight, but have no exact workout schedule. They want more income, but have no breakdown of what to do each week. This is drifting. And drifting destroys potential. If you want to transform your life in 6 months, your plan must be built in exact detail. You start by writing the final outcome, not in general terms, but in numbers, dates, and specifics. Then you work backward. What must happen by month 5, month 4, month 3? What weekly milestones prove you're on track? What daily actions guarantee progress? By the time you're done, you should be able to open your plan and know exactly what you need to do without thinking. This plan must be your command center. Every morning you consult it. Every evening you review it. If something works, you keep it. If something fails, you adjust instantly. There is no ego here, only results. And results come from clarity and speed. The faster you correct, the faster you advance. Most people hate plans because plans expose the truth. If you say your goal is urgent, but your plan demands action you're not willing to take, you're faced with a choice. Step up or stop lying to yourself. That's why most avoid specifics. Specifics remove the comfort of excuses, but that's exactly why you need them. They force you to act. A precise plan also eliminates wasted motion. Without one, you waste hours deciding what to do next, starting things you don't finish, and getting pulled into distractions. With one, you know your priorities before the day begins. That's how you build unstoppable momentum, by stacking day after day of deliberate, targeted effort. Your plan must also account for resistance. The best strategy in the world is useless if it falls apart at the first obstacle. You need contingency steps. If plan A fails, you switch to plan B without hesitation. This flexibility keeps you moving when others stall. It's not about perfection. It's about progress under any conditions. The clock is your ally and your enemy. 6 months is short. Every week without progress is dangerous. That's why you break your goals into non-negotiable daily actions. These actions must be measurable. Work on business is useless. Call 10 potential clients today is precise. Get fit is vague. Run 3 miles at 6 a.m. is precise. Precision kills procrastination. You must also protect your plan from sabotage. And sabotage comes disguised as harmless distractions, unexpected invites, endless scrolling, irrelevant tasks that feel like work but move you nowhere. Your plan is your shield. If something isn't on it, it's not a priority. If it's not a priority, it doesn't get you time. Your plan is only as strong as your discipline to follow it. That's why it must be realistic but demanding. Too easy and you won't grow. Too impossible and you'll burn out. The sweet spot pushes you every day without breaking you. That's the line you must find and walk for 6 months straight. Tracking is the lifeblood of a precise plan. If you're not measuring your results, you're guessing. And guessing is gambling. Every day you must record your actions and outcomes. Over time, this data reveals patterns. What's working, what's not, where you can double down, and where you need to cut losses. Successful people don't leave this to chance. They live by the numbers. You also have to understand, the plan itself will not guarantee success. Execution will. A flawless plan executed poorly will fail. A decent plan executed with relentless consistency will win. That's why once your plan is set, you stop obsessing over perfection and start obsessing over doing the work. 6 months from now, your life will either be transformed or it won't. And that outcome will come down to one thing. Did you follow a precise plan every single day, or did you improvise and hope for the best? Hope is a weak strategy. Precision is power. The moment you finish this speech, write your outcome, break it down, assign deadlines, and decide on the exact daily actions. Put them where you can see them every day. Let them dictate your decisions, your schedule, your habits. Then work them like your life depends on it, because it does. Your future is not shaped by what you think will happen. It's shaped by what you deliberately create. And creation requires a blueprint. 6 months, one plan, 0 excuses. Follow it with everything you have, and when the 6 months are over, you will not just have hit your goal, you will have become the kind of person who can hit any goal at any time for the rest of your life. Massive results are the product of massive daily action, not once a week, not when you feel motivated. Every single day. You cannot plant seeds once in a while and expect a forest. You cannot swing the hammer occasionally and expect the wall to fall. If your actions are small, your results will be small. If your actions are inconsistent, your results will be unreliable. But if you flood each day with relentless, focused effort, the outcome becomes inevitable. 6 months is a short window. You do not have the luxury of slow progress. Every day matters. Every day is a brick in the wall you are building, and if you skip a brick, you weaken the entire structure. The difference between the people who change their lives and the people who talk about changing their lives is simple. The first group moves every single day without negotiation. Massive daily action means doing more than you think is possible, pushing past the point where most people stop. It's sending 10 messages instead of 2, making 20 calls instead of 5. Running an extra mile when you've already hit your target. It's building the habit of going further than necessary until it becomes your default setting. This is not about busyness. Filling your day with random activity is worthless. Massive action must be aimed directly at your target. Every move you make should push the needle forward. If it doesn't, it's not action, it's distraction. That's why your plan is essential. It ensures every ounce of effort is applied to what matters most. You will have days when you don't want to move, days when your mind whispers, take it easy, you've done enough. That voice is the enemy. That voice is the reason most people live the same year over and over, never advancing. You must override it. On those days, you push even harder, because every time you act in spite of resistance, you train yourself to win battles most people lose. Consistency is the multiplier. One day of massive action will not change your life, but 182 days in a row will. When you show up every single day, momentum builds. Small wins stack. Habits solidify. Progress compounds until it becomes unstoppable. That is the point you must fight to reach. The point where action is no longer a choice, but a reflex. Massive daily action also forces you to evolve. You cannot sustain high output without becoming more disciplined, more efficient, more resilient. The process will test you, break you down, and rebuild you stronger. This is why transformation is not just about reaching a goal. It's about becoming the kind of person who can set any goal and crush it. You must also understand massive action does not mean reckless action. It means deliberate intensity. It means working smarter and harder at the same time. It means eliminating the low-value tasks that waste your energy, so you can pour everything into the high-value moves that produce results. Most people underestimate what they can do in a day and overestimate what they can do in a month. You will reverse this. You will attack each day as if it is the only day you have to win. That urgency is your weapon. Urgency destroys procrastination. Urgency keeps your mind sharp and your focus locked. And here's the truth. Massive daily action is not comfortable. It will require sacrifice. It will demand early mornings, late nights, missed parties, skipped comfort. But comfort is the enemy of change. You can't stay comfortable and expect transformation. If you are serious about your 6-month mission, you must be willing to trade comfort for progress every single day. You will track your actions daily, not just your results. Results can lag. Actions happen now. If you hit your action targets every day, the results will come, even if they're invisible at first. Too many people quit because they can't see progress. But progress often hides until the breakthrough. Your job is to keep moving until the breakthrough is forced to appear. When you take massive daily action, something powerful happens. Opportunities start finding you. People notice your consistency. Resources align. The world responds to momentum. But none of this happens for the person who works in short bursts and disappears for days. The world rewards persistence and punishes hesitation. 6 months of massive daily action will change you in ways you can't predict. Your skills will sharpen. Your confidence will surge. Your energy will rise. You will stop thinking like someone who hopes and start thinking like someone who knows. Because when you have proof in the form of 6 months of relentless execution, doubt dies. But remember, the window is short. 6 months, that's all you have. Every day you delay is a day you can't get back. The only way to guarantee failure is to take small, inconsistent action. The only way to guarantee success is to attack every day with everything you have. Massive daily action is the great separator. It's the reason some people live at the top and others never escape the bottom. The next 6 months will prove which side you belong to. Decide now. Either you commit to flooding every single day with targeted, relentless action, or you accept that 6 months from now you'll be the same person you are today, only older. The clock is ticking. Get up. Move. Push harder than you think you can. And don't stop until the life you want is no longer a dream, but a fact you built with your own 2 hands, one day at a time. If you can't control yourself, you can't control anything. Self-discipline is the master key. Without it, your plans, your goals, your dreams all collapse the moment temptation knocks. Everyone wants success until it demands sacrifice. Everyone wants change until it costs them comfort. Self-discipline is the power to do what must be done, whether you feel like it or not, every single day. For the next 6 months, your ability to win will not depend on motivation. Motivation fades. It comes and goes like the weather. Self-discipline is different. It's the steel backbone that keeps you moving when motivation is dead and gone. It's what gets you out of bed before the alarm, what keeps you working when you're exhausted, what makes you say no when every part of you wants to say yes to the easy way out. Discipline is a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. The less you use it, the weaker you become until you can't even trust yourself to follow through on small promises. This is the trap most people live in. They have big goals but no follow-through. They think they'll get serious later. Later never comes. Discipline says now, in these 6 months, you will face 2 choices daily: obey your emotions or obey your mission. Your emotions will tell you to rest, delay, avoid, indulge. Your mission demands that you push, act, and persist. The people who succeed are not the ones who feel like it every day. They are the ones who act even when they don't. Self-discipline means building rules for yourself and following them with zero negotiation. You set your wake-up time and keep it. You set your work hours and honor them. You set your daily action targets and hit them without excuse. Every time you break your own rules, you weaken your will. Every time you keep them, you strengthen your control. You cannot outsource this. No one can hold you accountable every second. At some point, it's just you versus you. No audience, no applause, no punishment if you fail, except for the slow, silent decay of your own potential. Discipline is doing the hard thing even when no one is watching, especially when no one is watching. You will need to remove the escape routes. If you keep a door open to laziness, you will use it. That means eliminating the triggers that pull you off track. Delete the distractions. Limit the noise. Structure your day so there's no room for wasted time. Make the right choice the easy choice by removing the wrong ones entirely. Discipline will test you in quiet ways, not just in the big battles, but in the small daily moments, when you decide whether to follow your plan or drift just for a few minutes. Those small moments are where winners are made. 6 months of small moments stacked in your favor will make you unstoppable. 6 months of giving in will leave you exactly where you started. Understand this. Discipline is not punishment. It is liberation. It frees you from the chaos of impulsive living. It frees you from regret. It frees you from the weakness that comes from always giving in to comfort. The more disciplined you are, the freer you become to live the life you want, because you can trust yourself to do what's necessary to build it. In the coming months, you will be tempted to relax your standards. You will rationalize skipping a day, cutting corners, lowering the bar. And here is the truth. The moment you compromise once, it becomes easier to compromise again. The habit of quitting starts in small cracks. Discipline means sealing those cracks before they break the whole foundation. You cannot be half disciplined. You cannot have some control. This is an all or nothing game. Either you control your impulses or your impulses control you. Either you lead your life or your life drags you where it wants. That's why, for the next 182 days, you must be relentless. You must hold the line even when no one would blame you for dropping it. Self-discipline is the hidden engine behind every transformation story you admire. People see the results, the business built, the body transformed, the skills mastered, but they don't see the hundreds of times that person made the hard choice over the easy one. They don't see the nights they worked instead of slept, the mornings they trained instead of lounging, the endless repetition of doing what was required until success had no choice but to appear. By the end of these 6 months, if you stay disciplined, you will have more than just your goal. You will have forged an identity. You will know that you are the kind of person who keeps their word, follows their plan, and executes no matter what. That confidence will stay with you long after this specific goal is reached. But the opposite is also true. If you let discipline slide, you won't just miss the goal. You will teach yourself to tolerate failure, to make peace with mediocrity, to live in the comfort zone where nothing changes. That is the slow death you must avoid. So here is your choice. 6 months of iron discipline or 6 months of excuses. Both will pass either way. 6 months from now, you will either have the life you decided to build or the reasons why you didn't. Discipline decides which it will be. You already know what must be done. The question is whether you will do it not once, not sometimes, but every single day, whether you want to or not. Control yourself, and you can control your future. Lose control, and your future will control you. The decision is yours, and the clock is already running. If you don't master your mind will master you, and it will lead you straight into failure. The battles you fight on the outside are nothing compared to the battles you fight in your own head. Fear, doubt, hesitation, negativity. These are the real enemies, and they live in your mind rent-free unless you evict them. Every action, every decision, every result begins with a thought. If your thinking is weak, everything that follows will be weak. For the next 6 months, your mission is to take absolute control of your mental state. That means no thought enters your mind without your permission. You decide what stays. You decide what goes. Most people have no filter. They absorb the fears, opinions, and limitations of everyone around them. They think the thoughts handed to them by social media, by the news, by the people in their circle. Then they wonder why they feel stuck. If you want to win, you must reprogram your thinking with intention. The mind is like a garden. If you don't plant strong seeds, weeds will take over. And weeds grow fast. One doubt, one excuse, one negative image can multiply into a forest that strangles your ambition. The only way to stop it is to constantly feed your mind with thoughts that fuel action. That means immersing yourself in positive, empowering input every single day. Books, audios, mentors, conversations, anything that strengthens your belief in your mission. You will also have to wage war against your own internal dialogue. The voice that says, I can't, I'm not ready, this won't work. That voice is a liar. It's the old version of you trying to keep you safe in the comfort zone. You kill it by replacing every self-limiting thought with a command that pushes you forward. Instead of I can't, you say I will. Instead of I don't know how, you say I will figure it out. You train your mind to obey you, not betray you. Mastering your mind also means mastering your focus. Your attention is your most valuable resource. Every minute spent on something irrelevant is a minute stolen from your mission. You must direct your focus with sniper-like precision toward your goals, and you must guard it like a fortress. That means eliminating the mental